Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Legacy Evolution, but could also be counted as Legacy United because this was refreshed in that one. Robots in Disguise 2015 Universe, Strongarm, and don't let that Robots in Disguise part get too confusing. Yes, bro. Yes, Robots in Disguise, it's not confusing at all. The comic book, the show, the other show, tagline, whatever. Anyway, we got Strongarm based on her appearance from that show. Now, initially, I skipped this figure. I saw it available, but I didn't really want it because I have the RID Strongarm and I'm not too attached to the show. But then I was like, you know what, I have some money left over, and hey, this is my way of, during the 40th anniversary of Transformers, to give the Robots in Disguise 2015 show a bit of representation, because I don't remember if I did, and I don't think I did. So, here it is. But this figure is also really good. There is a difference as well, because the original one wasn't at all good. Like, that thing is just so clunky. But this Strongarm is very good. Is she perfect? No. But she is a reworking of the Transformers Legacy. I think it's Legacy. Deluxe class Elita 1. However, only the legs are basically the reworking. Like, the lower body is just Elita 1, but their upper body couldn't be further from looking different, but still shares the same transformation. But I really like this as Strongarm. She had these big door wings in the show, and these puny little things is what you get. Also, this doesn't look on. But like, these puny little things is what you get. And the vehicle mode is where I have my main issues, because like I said, the robot mode looks really good. So let's just get a close here on the details. So we have a nice and very accurate looking head sculpt. And to be honest, the color here is a lot better than the original figure, because there's actually like different colors instead of just having a blue head with like a silver face with like a yellow on top here. This one feels so much better, and then her chest looks really good. I always like that design, you know, with the swooshing, I guess, of the blue. We got the front of the vehicle up here. We have some nice looking arms. We come down here to the legs as well, and we got some nice details, little details here from left over from Elita 1. And we go to the back here, and even the back, like, it compacts pretty well. Way better than the original figure. But it compacts actually really well overall. Like, it's not perfect, but to be honest, it's better than having a whole jet here, to be honest. And with fembots, you gotta take what you can get. So let's move straight into the next segment, which is going to be posability. I've decided to go with posability. So, starting off with her nice looking head. Her head can move, technically can rotate all the way around, I think. No, it can't, because the hinge here blocks her chin. So, nope. Can't happen. Then, you have the arms, which can go out up about that far. However, this and this can move in. Oh. These door wings can move in, and this up here can move out to accommodate even more, and then you can put it back, but even more arm rotation. So technically the arm can go all the way like so. However, the sculpt does block the rest of the articulation. You also got nice out, which once again, this can move out of the way in order to have more outwards movement. I love that design. You got a nice rotation here and a bend at the elbow as well, about that far. And then if I can get their arms straight again, we can move down to the hands, which as you can see are mushroom pegged, which means they can indeed rotate. But yeah, and this can move out about that far if you want to. Then her waist can rotate as well, all the way around if you push the backpack back a bit. Otherwise it bumps into the sculpt. Her legs can go forward about that far, can go backwards not that far because the sculpt is blocking it, but you can technically move the backpack out of the way in order to get a little bit more. Then you have some in and out action as well. A nice rotation up here, and then a bend at the knee, and then the feet can, for transformation purposes, move in, but you can use that as an ankle tilt as well. So double purpose. I love double purpose, where you have joints that are like, well, they are mainly meant for the transformation, but you can also repurpose it for articulation. I love that kind of stuff, and I love the shoulders being able to move out of the way, the door wings being able to move out of the way as well. I love it. Too bad this little piece of her arm is actually annoying me, because it keeps getting in the way of the door. So, there we go. Now that we're done with articulation, let's just move straight on to her weapon. And she comes with a tiny little pistol. She does not come with the arsenal of guns that Elite 1 came with. No, she comes with this little pistol. But to be honest, it looks pretty good on her, you know? Even though it's a little pistol, if it works, right? It's how you use it, not how big it is. But it looks pretty good, and you can get her into some poses. However, I'm not good with poses, but it looks good in her hand. However, it is made out of clear plastic, and I'm not the biggest fan of that overall. Now then, with that out of the way, let us just move straight into size comparison. So let's move you to the side. There you go. So, starting off, what shall we begin with? Shall we begin with original, or shall we begin with her girlfriend? That means girlfriend, not relationship, just so you know. Let's go with the original, shall we? There we are, this big behemoth. I mean, look at how big this thing is. Here you can really see the difference between the two. Way cleaner, way better. Like, this thing can move barely, like the arms are just, you know, together, so they just do everything horribly wrong. Look at these arms, they're just made out of vehicle kibble. For shame, for shame. This one looks way better. I like the leg detail here more than here, though. The swoosh that you have down here. There. The swoosh that you have is nice, but I like this a little bit more. But overall, it's like Mainline versus Generations really once again shows why Generations is so much better than Mainline. There have been figures, however, that have shown why Mainline could sometimes be better. But that's only because of the fact that some Studio Series figures like Mirage are garbage. But you can see what they were trying to do here with the door wings. I mean, they gave her door wings as well, but these are a bit more prominent, but also they just don't look good. This figure is just not good. So, let's get this one out of the way and get her mold made, kind of, out of the way. And here you can really see where the difference are, which is from the crotch downwards. And, well, the samesies is from the crotch downwards, and the difference is kind of with the chest. As you can see, completely new chest, completely new head. And then you got these things, which are also very much retooled. As you can see, these are more attached to the backpack, while these are attached to the arms back here. So that's pretty cool. That there's a lot of difference, but there's still a lot of the same, where it's like it looks different, but you can see where she came from, basically. However, transformation is indeed the same. So, let's get her out of the way to bring in the cast, shall we? Every single Autobot from Robots in Disguise that I own, because I don't own everyone, because this is the line where I kind of was like, you know what, the show isn't that good. Starting off here, we have Leader Man Bumblebee, other Leader Man Optimus Prime, Grimlock, Drift right here, we have Blur, we have Windblade, we have Jazz, and we also have this one, her friend, rival, the one that she argues with because she is by the book, always by the rules, and this guy isn't. Just like the rules of being a good action figure. You also couldn't pull that one off. So let's move this bad boy up like so. A little bit backwards. A little bit more down. There we go. As you can see, there she is. And she actually, I mean, she's the best looking figure out of the whole lot. But you know why she's the best figure out of the lot. And that is because of the fact that she is modern and they are not. But to be honest, not all of these figures are bad. I like Bumblebee, Drift is cool, Jazz is good, even though Jazz has his own issues. A little bit too bulky in my opinion. In my personal opinion for a Jazz figure. Sideswipe is horrible though. I will say that Optimus is just too small. This is also what I meant. Look at this. Look at this. All of this on her back compared to the back here. This one is a lot more compact. I like that. And the only other female character that I own from this show. No, don't fall over, because my sleeve hit you. But yeah, but she does fit in to this show nicely. And I think she works better in scale as well than this one. So, that one will be in my I have you as well shelf. So let's get them out of the way, because I have one more size comparison that I just have to do. And long-time viewers of the channel know exactly what's about to happen. They knew exactly. Get you here. And grab Prime Ironhide as well. With size wrap here as well. I had to do it. You know how I work. My 3 favorite Autobots together with every size comparison. And this is still aligned continuity. And I didn't have to grab the... if I own it at this point, because this is actually being recorded before I own it. But I don't actually need to wait for Gamer Edition Sideswipe, because there's a Sideswipe in this show. That is awful. But still, there is a Sideswipe figure. So, let's get you 3 out of the way. I can't stress how bad this is as a figure. And let's grab you in, pull you in a wee bit closer, and then let's get into transformation. So let's get Strongarm transformed into her truck mode, kind of truck mode. So what you want to start off with is you want to come in here into the legs, and you want to just rotate these pieces around that are inside these legs here. After that, what you want to do is you want to basically come here and combine these legs, and then move the back, rotate the waist around, and there we go. We are basically done with the lower legs. We will come back here later, but not yet. Next up, what you want to do with the backpack is lift it up, and then rotate this piece here out, like so. After that, what you want to do is you want to basically rotate the door and line it up with the... make sure to get it around everything, and just line it up and push it in. Kind of difficult to show off, so here we go. Yeah. Pull it out a little bit in order to kind of get it around anything, and then just tab it in like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take these shoulder pieces here and rotate them up as well. Everything gets caught on everything in here. There you go. And basically make sure that they tab in like so. Lift this piece here up to kind of also get it out of the way. And we are now close to being done. It is a bit involved, but I believe that we can do it. So what you want to do is you want to take the backpack here and just push it down like so, until you can line everything up. Now there's a tab here that goes into a slot that goes in there. So you just want to take it and tab it in like so. Then you want to straighten everything out. Make sure that the waist is fully straight, otherwise you are going to run into some issues later down the line. You also have a little tab down here that goes into her arm right there. Okay, showing that I've brought things out of alignment, so just basically make sure that that stays like so. Then what you want to do is you want to basically come here to the legs, rotate it down a bit so that I can show this off. You want to untab it like so. So push it out like so while keeping the middle piece here tabbed in. Then lift this all the way up, push this in like so. And then we have a tab here that goes into that slot, this back tab. Yeah, okay, this one. the tiny camera, remember? Anyway, this goes into that slot here. And that's not all, because you also have a little tab here that goes into this slot here on the arm. So you want to basically take it, line everything up, and tab it all together, like so. Make sure that also the legs are pushed all the way up so that you can get the tabs to align, like so. And then for the finishing touch, what you want to do with the feet here, you want to take the feet and rotate them around like so. And here we have Strongarm in her truck mode. So here we have Strongarm in her truck mode, and yeah, I kind of have to be honest here. This is kind of where the figure falls apart for me. I like this figure a lot, but this isn't really it. It looks like the truck, the original truck right here, and then someone went da like that on it. Just grabbed a hammer and started to squeeze it, or it's like in one of those like car compactor that like crushes the car, but it like broke halfway, like just like it started and then it broke, and it's like, well, the car's still workable. So this is the only real downside, and obviously feet hanging off the back. You could pretend that these are thrusters, but also there you go, rotate the camera down a little bit more. But you can pretend that these are thrusters, but come on, dude. This is, like I said, where the figure falls apart. But overall, I do like it. A little bit. Like I said, it's not perfect. I think this kind of car works a lot better for Elite 1. This type of size, because of the fact that it was originally made to be Elite 1. But it, as a retool, it just doesn't do it. Because the Strongarm, while being feminine, also has this like basically like plowing through the road truck mode, and it doesn't really get reflected in this mode, while the RAD version sacrifices the entire robot mode in order to have a vehicle mode that looks very good. This one has a robot mode that looks really good and a vehicle mode that looks like this. But I will say, I would rather have the robot mode than the vehicle mode, because let's look at this vehicle mode. Now, starting off, I love the light bar. The darker colors here for red and blue are just mwah, wonderful. I'm also looking right now at the other Strongarm right here, and it's like the lighter color. It's just, I like the darker colors so much more. I also love the stripe of blue here at the front compared to the blue front that one has. The nice front here as well with the nice black right here. I like it. However, I will say on the original one, there are blue lights, as you can see. And I like the blue lights at the front more than the black lights here. But the black here at the front is still very good. We got a nice side profile as well, and it does a good job overall at hiding everything kind of away. You know, with the fact that these are arms, but you don't really notice that stuff. Like I said, the back is the back, but also where else were these feet gonna go? And also, this is the same thing that Elite 1 has, but you can do it like that as well. But it does bother me. It also bothers me on the Elite 1 figure. It's the one downside I have about that figure. But yeah, but we got some nice black here. And then we have these black pieces here. Now, I don't remember if in the show these pieces were black, because these horn things are here as well, but they're completely white. But also, that is a mainline figure from 2015, and this is a Legacy figure, so Legacy has a higher budget. Also, I like the, I don't know what that is, but it's like, I don't know, but there's like a little bit of things like cut out here at the front. I just noticed that. I like that a lot. It's on the other side as well. I like that this vehicle mode is once again becoming better and better as always. Now then, let's look at the weapon. First of all, what I wanted to say, I kind of forgot I was transforming the figures, and I was like, oh, I should have said that. But in the show itself, if I remember correctly, she had a smaller gun. And that's why I like this gun for her more than the original gun. This one, because in the show she had like a tiny little pistol. But I do like how they pretend to have blast effect here. But anyway, so for weapon storage, there are multiple ports. I didn't show off any of the other ports. I just put it in the hand because the ports are mainly for a vehicle mode. But as you can see in her arm, you have a port here, so she can, I guess, technically put it like this if you want to. There's a port back here. Oh, by the way, it's on both sides. But there's a port back here that you can plug it in, and you can just do this. And also, I just yeah, why? There you go. Anyway, you can do the thing here. You can also plug it back here on the big hole that is on the back. However, you do have to turn the gun around like a turret. Like one of those like trucks with like a turret on the back. You can kind of do that. It doesn't really work because who's holding on to the gun? To be honest, it feels like more of a Jeep thing that you can do, but you can do it if you want. With your figure, you can do what you want. Also, the underside kind of compresses up a bit more. However, like I said, I do like this figure a lot overall. So then, let us move straight into the Legend of Size comparison. I think we'll start off with the original figure, even though you've already seen it. But as you can see, here we go, the size comparison. And man, that crushing machine really did some number on Strongarm. But I also really like this one. I don't know why. I like it, but I also don't. I mean, this one obviously is way better in the, you know, big truck thing. But I like this one as well. It's weird. Let's get that one out of the way so we can get into Elite 1, the girls together. And as you can see, they look pretty different from each other. They could be different figures. I like both of these figures. I'll say that right now. Elite 1 I like more than this one. However, I thought that this one is great too. But man, did they look good, except for the feet at the back, which kind of annoy me. That really like sticks out. I mean, on Elite 1 for me it sticks out less because this is some kind of Cybertronian vehicle. But like on Strongarm, it's like, yeah, you just have feet on the back. Come on. But you can see how much retooling they did in order to make Elite 1 and Strongarm so different from each other. And I respect Hasbro for that. So let's move you out of the way so we can get the cast of Robots in Disguise in, at least all the ones that I own. Starting off with Bumblebee. We got Optimus Prime. We have a big Grimlock at the back. We have you, who doesn't really like the stand. There you go. Figured out. But yeah, we have Windblade here, the other girl on the show. We have Blur, we have Jazz, we have Drift, and we have Sideswipe. So here we got basically the RID cast together, and to be honest, yeah, Strongarm really does stand out in vehicle mode. While in robot mode, she can fit in with the RID cast. I mean, she's the best one that the RID cast has because she's modern. Here, it's kind of like, yeah, it's a bit weird. However, you see that Optimus Prime, right? You do indeed see that Optimus Prime. So, Strongarm looking a bit weird among the rest of them. Doesn't necessarily matter, because Optimus Prime is hilariously short. Let's grab the original one. This is the original cast, and while Strongarm works better here, it makes Optimus look even smaller. So I like the new one with the RID figures. Even though Optimus Prime is still a hilarious little guy. So let's get these out of the way. Oh my god, did you see that trick? He did a side flip. So that we can get into the final size comparison before we get into reverse transformation, which will be with Prime Ironhide. So here you go, a Prime figure was also part of this review. And, well, there you go. I don't really have much else to say. I mean, I like Strongarm, but with the main line of RID, she doesn't necessarily work, but also does because Optimus Prime is so hilarious. So let's get you two out of here as well, and then grab Strongarm here so we can get into that reverse transformation. So to get Strongarm back into a robot mode, what you want to start off with is well, I like to just fold the feet around because it doesn't really matter. Also rotate the camera down a bit. Fold the feet around, then you can just untap the sides here, as you can see. Rotate this down like so, just to kind of get it out the way. After that, what you can do is you can just undo the arms from everything. The shoulders up here, untap them, and untap the arms from the shoulders. Now this is where the finicky part kind of comes into play with these shoulders. However, once you get it a bit out of the way, so just untab it and rotate it down, and then like push it a little bit out for a little bit more clearance sake. That way you can deal with this later. Now what you can do with this back piece here is you can just on this double hinge here, rotate it backwards like so. Lift this up to put this thing in here. Then you want to untab the doors here and rotate them up. Untab it and then rotate it up. And all the way up. All the way up like so, and then like untab it. We will fiddle with that later. Rotate the waist around. Fold in these pieces here in the leg. Oh, wait. First tab the legs in all the way, and then fold this piece in to kind of like lock it into place or whatever. I don't know why it's there, but you can just lock that into place. And now we can kind of move the doors a bit backwards and a bit up and around everything. These pieces here are annoying me about they get in the way of the doors. There you go, a little bit up. Rotate everything around, and if you've done everything correctly, get her to stand. Get these shoulder pieces around. here we have Strongarm back into her robotic mode. So, come on, Sideswipe, really? Bumblebee, you two, and a wee bit of Grimlock, whatever. Anyway, so, what do I think about Strongarm? Well, I like her. I like her a lot. You know, initially I didn't want this figure because I already had a Strongarm, and already isn't really my preferred show. However, I do like her, and she definitely deserves to be on the shelves. She can bring that feminine energy with her design without really sacrificing a lot. And that is what I respect about, well, mainly the original Elite 1 mold, but still about her as well, where she doesn't really sacrifice a lot in order to be able to have that feminine physique, but still be a fun little transformer. Yes, the alt mode is on her back, but who doesn't have that? Come on, there are so many male figures that have the ultimate on the back as well. The only real issue that I have is this little piece here sticking out and bumping into everything, making me upset. And also the fact that the vehicle mode has the squish down and the feet. But that is a leftover from Elite 1, so it will be a complaint from Elite 1 as well with the feet. But overall, do I recommend this figure? I would say yes. If you are one of the 2 RID fans, 2015 ones, that exist, and you really want to have a Strongarm, I highly recommend you pick this one up. This is a really good figure. And if you are in the market for a figure and you see this one and you're like, should I pick it up? I do give it that recommendation where it's like, it's not a bad figure. But that has been my review of Transformers Legacy, Evolution / United, RID 2015 Universe Deluxe Class Strongarm. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!